So mine is, and you can play with this after the fact. Don't worry about how inflated or deflated your ball is, but mine has a little bit of give to it. And for some exercises, that's going to be a little more forgiving, and for some exercises, it'll feel a little bit more challenging. Mostly, it's going to be a little more forgiving. So next time, you can either deflate or inflate your ball more depending on how you feel today. But let's start. Does everyone have a wall they can go by, go near? And if you don't have a wall, I'll give you a little alternative here, but what I'm going to do is stand with the ball against me and the wall, or between me and the wall. Your feet are out in front of you. And then you're just going to begin to squat down. And you can adjust as you go here, but what you're looking for is a long neutral spine. So making sure your tailbone goes straight down, and you'll see my feet are way out in front of me so that when my knees bend, they kind of situate right over my heels. And you're going to just take your arms forward as you go. Good. Now I'm going to give you another alternative if you don't have a wall, which is to hold the ball and just do your squats from here. You can also bring the ball overhead as you squat down. So just two different options, with a wall or without. But what you're looking for is that long tailbone especially. So when you drop down against the wall here, making sure your tailbone doesn't stay connected to the ball, so you stick your butt way out. Just make sure the tailbone goes straight down. And we'll do a few more. Just a little warm up with the legs. Good, now on your next squat, you're gonna stay down. And if you have no wall, you can just stay there and take a little pause, little endurance pause. If you're on the wall here, you're gonna take your hands behind your head. You're gonna see if you can extend your upper back over the ball just a little bit, open the elbows, look up to the ceiling, and then connect through your abdominals and pull your head back up. And again, inhale, go back. Exhale, return. Stay low in your squat if you can. Do two more. Open up and return. Ribs back into the ball. One more time. Lift the ribs, expand, pull the ribs back down. Awesome. Stand up. Walk the feet back underneath of you a little bit more, and then take the feet wide. So turn the toes out. It's a nice wide-legged squat. And you're gonna just do a little goddess squat here. Hands on your hips, hands forward, hands to prayer. Same idea, you want your tailbone to go straight down. So this is a really great exercise for the thigh bones in that external rotation. The inner legs, the adductors. Good. Couple more, guys. Let's try 3 more. And 2. And we've got 1 more. We're going to stay down. Pause. Bring your arms out in front of you and just punch one arm forward and then punch the other arm forward. So letting your upper back and your back ribs kind of roll across the ball as you rotate. Good. 4, 3, tailbone long, 2, 1. Push through your feet and stand all the way up. Heel toe your feet back together. We're gonna come down onto our back now. So, lie on your mat if you have one, or the floor. Bend your knees and put your feet on the ball. And we'll do about hips width apart with the ball, or with the feet, excuse me. And what you want from here, everybody, is to do a hip roll. So what that means is you start in a neutral spine and you flatten your low back. That's the hip roll part. Then you're gonna push into the ball with your feet and you're gonna continue to roll up until you're in a line from your shoulders to your knees, and the ball will start to kind of shake a little bit. That's fine. And you're gonna roll down. This is one of those exercises when the ball is more inflated, it feels a little bit more steady. And again, curl the pelvis under, roll up through the spine, squeezing your glutes as you lift your hips up. Pause and breathe in. Exhale, roll it down. Try to keep the ball still, right? So try not to push it away from you. Not yet. Let's do 2 more like that. Curl the tailbone under, roll up your spine. Resting on the upper back, right between the shoulder blades. Take a breath in and roll it back down. Good, now bring your feet to touch. Legs touch, feet touch. We're gonna do 1 more of those and pause at the top. So go ahead and roll up. Pause and breathe in. Now, join me if you're feeling up to it. You're gonna see if you can release one leg up to tabletop or just lift one knee and put the foot back down. Switch sides. And foot down. Now I'm using my arms for a little help. Yes, you'll feel your hamstrings. Hello, hamstrings. Couple more. Or you can just continue with those roll down, roll ups that we were doing before. Good. And then go ahead and slowly roll back down, everybody. Good. Now keep your legs together. Very simple. It's a little bit of a rest. Actually, you're just gonna push the ball away from you, heels flex, and then pull the ball back toward you. Push the heels away from you, straighten your legs, roll the ball, and then pull it back towards you. See if you can stabilize your spine as you do this. So really hinging at the hip joint. Good, and 1 more time, nice and slow and easy. Press through the heels, pull the ball to you. Okay, next we're gonna try that with the hips lifted. So go ahead and just roll back up the way you were before. Come into that long line. And let's try extending the legs out, pulling the ball back in, extending out. Keep squeezing your butt muscles, everybody, so your hamstrings don't have to do all the work. They're probably gonna want to. So keep the glutes turned on. Good, 2 more. And in. Last time, reach through the heels. Pull the ball back in, roll down the spine. Oh, awesome. Pull the ball to you so you can rest your shins on top, legs still squeeze together, and then open your arms out to a T. And you're just gonna let your knees slowly roll to one side. Keep the opposite shoulder on the floor. Now pull your waistline back to the floor to square yourself off, and then change to the other side. And I love the spine twist with the ball because you get this really smooth passage through the center and roll. Really firing up the lifted waistline to hug it back to the floor. Over And pull it back in. One more time each side. Last one. Awesome. Now let's grab the ball between our feet and stretch it up into the air. Now I've got open hamstrings so I can straighten my legs. It's okay if your knees are bent, that's fine. But give the ball a little squeeze to ignite the inner legs, those adductors again. You're gonna slowly lower the ball away from you, keeping your spine steady and strong. Pick the ball back up and then flatten the back. So a little tail tuck. Come back to neutral, lower the legs away from you. Pick it back up. Little reverse curl, flatten the back, pull the pubic bone to the navel. And again, lower. Lift, exhale, flatten the back, and neutral. Good, you guys, lower. Lift. Little curl of the low back, and release. Good, option to take your hands beside your ears, lift your chest up, and keep going with this. Lift, right? So you don't have to lift the head, you can keep it down. Just an option. One more time. And just because this is so interesting and fun, I think you're gonna do a little swivel as you bring one foot in front and the other to the back. So you're rotating the ball by moving your legs. Good, keep squeezing the ball so you don't lose it. If you lose it, which is possible, just pick it back up. It's a new prop. Good. One more swivel each direction. Good, put the ball in your hands. Come on up to a seat. And this is my favorite exercise with the ball, but it takes a second to get into it. So you're gonna find your wall again. Your feet will go against the wall. Your hip will go into the ball. I like to stagger my feet. My bottom leg goes in front, or my bottom foot will go in front of my top foot. I'm gonna give you all a second to get into this shape, telling you the hardest part is getting in. If you don't have a wall nearby, you can use like a chair or anything that's sturdy and heavy to give you some resistance. Awesome. Take your hands beside your head when you get there. You're going to dip down, elbow, bottom elbow towards the floor. Now this is the top waist, right, that's lifting you. You can push into the ball and lift. Lower down, so straight legs, and lift. And I love this because you get this really big range of motion. You go all the way into your side bend, and then side bend the other way. Good, you guys. If you don't have a wall, another thing you can do is put your knee against the ball. You'll probably want a sticky mat, but you can do the same thing. Just like this. But the wall is the best. Let's do a few more together. Over. Lift. If you wanted to make this harder, you could extend the lever of your arms. Tuck your ribs into your body. Good, we'll do one more. Good, now put your hand, your bottom hand on the floor and take a big reach. You can even grab that top wrist And give yourself a big pull, some traction through that upper side there. I like to turn my chest towards the ball as well, let my head drop. A little bit of rotation in that side bend. And then we're gonna do the other side, guys. So I'm gonna turn away from you. My other foot is now in front. Now, the lower the ball is against your side body, the harder it will be. So just know that as you go. Here we go. All right, hands behind the head. Lower and lift. There we go. Lower and lift. So legs are strong. They're your foundation. They're going to help you balance. This is another one of those exercises if the ball is a little bit more inflated, it feels a little easier in my experience. Notice if you've got a side that feels stronger. This is definitely my weaker side. So I'm really concentrating on form, making sure my ribs are integrated into my body. Let's do 3 more, you guys. Arms overhead if you'd like. One more. And then take your rest and your stretch. Reach. Maybe turn your chest towards the ball. Good, we're gonna use the wall one more time. Put the ball in front of you, put your toes against the wall. And you're gonna just lay your hips on the ball. Push the wall away from you until your legs are straight. Good. And then a little tuck of your tailbone, you guys, just like you would if you were prone on the floor doing Sphinx or Cobra or Upward Dog, any of those back bend poses or bow pose. So push your pelvis into the ball, tuck your tailbone under just a little bit so you feel the backs of your legs. And then just take your arms by the side of you, like you're soaring through the air like Superman, Superwoman. And then you're just gonna do some reaches up with the arms. So arms by the ears, thumbs up, and then just circle them back down by your sides. Arms overhead, maybe you can even touch your hands together. Reach back. Lift the belly away from the ball, the low belly. It's really easy because the ball is squishy to just let your abs kind of hang down into the ball, but lift them up away from the ball instead. Good, 3 more. One more time, reach. Good, now put your hands gently on the back of your head and just release your upper back over the edge of the ball. Elbows can kind of hang to the floor for a moment. Keep your feet suctioned against the wall behind you. Now you're gonna push the back of your head into your hands, lift your elbows, and come right back up to that back bend. Maybe come a little higher than you did before. And then lower down. The glutes stay engaged, so keep the tailbone slightly tucked. Keep the low abs pulling up away from the ball as you lift and lower. And yes, if you're feeling the backs of your legs, that's good. That's great. Good, one more time, you guys. Lift the head into the hands, back of the neck. Good, and if you want to, when you get up there, you can just take a little rotation, side to side. If this hurts your back at all, just lower down a little bit. One more time. Good, and then just release over the ball, bend your knees, take a little stretch. Now we get into the fun stuff, you guys. That was all kind of like a little warm up. Now we're gonna do an exercise. It's kind of like cat pose, cat spine, but I call it the shell. So get some space. I've got a little room here, so it might take me a second. But you're gonna walk out to a plank. Now, if you want to make this a little easier to get started here, you'll want the ball closer towards your upper thighs or your knees like I am now. If you feel like you need more of a challenge, you're going to walk out until the shins are on the ball. So your choice. I'll start a little easier on my first one. All I want you to do is start to round your back and pull your knees into your chest, keeping your shoulders stacked over your wrists. Good, and then extend back to plank. Take your time, squeeze your legs when you get back there. Hollow the belly, round your back as you draw the knees in. Here's that shell shape. And extend back. Good, so really feel that your flexor muscles, your six-pack muscle, your abdominals in the front are doing most of the work. And then reach. Round the back, push the floor away, tuck the tail and pull the knees in. Inhale, slide it back. Let's do two more together. Curl, pull the knees in. Pull, 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 pull. See if you can get the knees a little tighter. And extend. And one more time, round the back, pull the knees in, pull, 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 pull. Extend it back to plank. Now walk back. We're gonna take a little breather from here and just have a little fun. So sit on your ball and just take a couple bounces. Try 3 bounces and push off into a squat. 1, 2, 3, squat. 1, 2, 3, squat. My hands stay on the ball. 1, 2, 3, fingertips on the ball. 1, 2, 3. It's like you're being shot out of a cannon there. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3, catch. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, catch. 1, 2, 3, catch. All right, that was our breather. Now we get to go to the main event, which are our pikes. So, get into it the same way you did before. Find your plank with the ball either under your knees, your thighs, or your shins. Your choice. Now, spread the fingers, claw the mat with your hands. Find a nice strong plank, strong glutes, strong legs. You're gonna lean forward just a little bit to pour weight in your hands, and then you're gonna start to lift your hips up. The ball will slide towards the feet, and then you're gonna slowly lower back to your plank. If you want to, you can come into a little up dog, right? Without letting your back compress, staying strong. And then again, lean forward, pull, 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 and lower it down. A couple more, guys. Straight legs, lower, down, reach. I'm feeling shaky, this is good. Pull, pull, strong legs, pull. Last one, if you're done, you're done. Good, you guys. Come off your ball. Take some bounces. Good, and then we'll just kind of play around to finish. So Some fun little balancing, core strengthening, stability exercises that you can do is just to, you can take the hand on the wall here if you need to, but you're gonna see if you can kneel on your ball. Try to stack your hips over your knees, and this is another one where the more blown up it is, the harder. So mine's a little flat or a little inflated, so I get a little bit more cushion. But you can just play with balancing. And then maybe doing a little hula. And have fun with this. Don't take yourself too seriously. That's part of the fun of using these balls, is they're unpredictable sometimes, especially if they're more flat like mine. Eventually you'll be able to stand on your feet on the ball like this if you keep working on it. And after you've had some fun, a little bit more fun with that, you guys, you can lie down on your back for just a final stretch here. Put your feet back on the ball. Cross one ankle over the opposite knee. And what I love about this is that it's kind of an assisted stretch. So you're just gonna push the ball away from you a little bit, and then you're gonna pull it to you. And that will take you deeper into the stretch. Just take a few more little repetitions like that. Exhaling into the deep stretch. Inhale, lengthen. So the exercises we did today with this ball are just a few of my favorites. There are, just like any prop, endless ways to use the ball. One more time. Change sides. Try to keep your tailbone heavy as you move into this hip opener. Remember to exhale into the stretch. Two more. All right, you guys, come on up to seated. You are all done. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions, and maybe I'll make another one of these with a whole different set of exercises. See you later.